Here's 2 quick things about aging that you really have to know, especially if you're competitive. Before I tell you that, however, just quickly subscribe to this YouTube channel for more compact knowledge. But now let's jump straight in. So the first thing is you probably don't know shit, and you probably can't do shit, and that's fully fine. I mean, most people in like your age group don't do either, right? But the main thing I want to really drive home here is you also haven't experienced that much, right? So when it comes to like older people, they at least have experienced something which led them to an insight about life which can be somewhat valuable. I mean, if you've had parents, most likely they've given you like at least like 1 or 2 pieces of good advice. And that's basically with every older guy that there is. They have experienced significantly more than you. And of course, their views can be just like as wrong and false as you can possibly imagine. But sometimes, or like most of the time, they know something that you don't. So just don't disregard them that much. I mean, I mean, listen, like I'm 20 right now, right? And in this age gap, like we're all just juiced to the fucking tits with our hormones. Like the levels of them are just fucking crazy. And so most likely we also can't think that straight. So when a older person tells you something, maybe there's like some kind of good advice or like some value in that, right? So that's just the first thing I really wanted to say. But the second thing, and that's way more important, is the following. As I stated before, generally speaking, in your age group, people are like just as shit as you are. Like you just haven't had that much time to develop like that many skills or like a good physique or just achievements in general, right? You just haven't had much time, and that's totally fine. However, in 10 years, like when you're like when you're like all 30 or something, the picture is completely different. Like the difference between 2 people can be like literally dimensions apart. And I truly mean that. It might be so big that the one person can possibly catch up to the other person like forever. So this is like a very critical time period. The time period you're probably in, so like age, I'd say 17 to like 30, is extremely critical in your life, especially if you're competitive. Everybody says you got time. Trust me, you don't have as much time as you think. And if you listen to people who have achieved a lot in their life and just old people in general, they will tell you you got just way less time than you think you have. So kind of like tackle life with a sense of urgency, and you really have to start bettering your life basically today, if possible. So I truly believe that. Of course, don't rush yourself too hard or anything. Like keep it kind of like cool and chill and whatever, you know, but really start bettering yourself as soon as possible, I believe, and just do small improvements, right? Because those will trickle down, and it's going to be such a big difference in like 10 years from now. And what do I mean with this trickle down? Because this is really important to understand, like this concept behind this. And it's essentially exponential growth. Let's say you become better just 1% every single day. In 1 year, you will be 37 times as good as you are right now. Like just on a mathematical basis. And that's 1% every day. Another year from there, you're like at least like 1,000 times better, like at least 1,000 times better than you are right now. And it just goes on from there. The growth is exponential. So it just gets even crazier, like even crazier. And of course, that concept is not 100% like that in real life. Of course not. However, exponential growth, I 100% do believe, and you can see it, right? You can definitely see it, is a real thing. Just getting better a little bit every single day, or as much or like as often as you can, will be the difference potentially between you being a millionaire and another person having 20,000 euros saved in their bank account, which most people don't even have. Or it will be the difference between living in a fulfilled marriage at the age of 30 so that you don't have to worry about that at all, versus somebody who's still lonely at that age. So the differences are just insanely huge. I mean, those small improvements, they create synergy effects, which will just cause a huge chain reaction of like literally unimaginable scale. And so you would just get so much better over time. So really, I want to hone this in. try to get a bit better every single day and start now, because the time period you're probably in is critical. I mean, even after that, you can still make huge gains. There's like many success stories of people starting to first improve themselves at like age 40 or 50, and they still were able to pull off massive feats and turn their whole life around, right? But I'm just saying, especially if you're very competitive, this period is kind of critical. This message might have sounded a bit negative, or however you want to call it, right? But I think there's a very positive message in there, kind of like hidden. It's that, especially if you're young, you got quite some time, and you just have to get better a little bit, right? Every single day, just get better a little bit, and the results are just insane. The results waiting are just literally insane. So just focus on improving a little bit as often as you can. You got thoughts on this video? Comment right now. This video helped, like it, and if you want to see more like highly compactful videos which are made to actually improve your life, then subscribe to this channel and check out my other videos. I like base these videos based on things which have helped me in my life significantly, and also other very successful people in whatever area you like. So yeah, if you want to become better, this channel is for you. And you can also follow me on Instagram. The link for that is in the description down below. Just like another video I made about how to learn things, which I think is truly important. So yeah, go check that out as well. And with all of that being said, have a good day, man, and let's fucking go.